How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Coming at you on Monday as we get this video to you around this time. Hope you guys are doing great, man. Nice free pick winner yesterday. Between the Bucks and the Hawks under was went under the whole way actually, from cover to from end to end. So it was a nice, easy free pick winner for you from start to finish. So hopefully we'll have another free pick winner for you today. What we have lined up for you today, the three games that we have lined up for you today are. Let's see here. It's going to be between Houston. Oh, just kidding. It's going to be between the Hawks and the Pistons in just a second. And then we're also going to talk to you about the Lakers in Orlando and talk to you about Oklahoma City and Philadelphia in just a second. Right before that, tell you what's up in our neck of the woods. We are on a 16-1 hockey run now. We missed Boston yesterday, so we finally lost a hockey selection. So when we did the video, it was during the actual game. So now we're on a 16-1 hockey run now. The 2021 hockey season sits at around 62-31 or 67% for plus 10,855. Hopefully we'll pick up a win today. In baseball, we had a nice winner yesterday on the Brewers as they got it done 6-1 or 6-0 against the Cubs. And so it was a good weekend. It was a nice 3-unit winner on Sunday, a nice 3-unit winner on Saturday on the Angels and Astros over the 9. Final was 16-2. So back-to-back baseball winners, 6-2 baseball run, 5 straight winning years now in baseball, which is very, very good. It's very difficult to win in baseball, and to win 5 straight years is very good. Korean baseball, 5-0 run. That's the new run that we're on now, and a 9-1 Korean baseball run. Hopefully we'll win today in our selection overnight. Jump on the Korean baseball season package. Same thing with baseball. Hockey, all 3 are discounted right now, so if you want to jump on it, you're welcome to. But Korean baseball 5-0 and a 9-1 run. Hopefully we'll win our 6th in a row today in Korean baseball. So we're excited about that. NBA, we fell short. In fact, we've lost the last couple in the NBA. So hopefully we'll try to bounce back today and get on a good run in the NBA today. We do like our selection today, and we're hoping to pick up a nice win there. And soccer, nice winner. We took the underdog yesterday, and we were able to pick up a nice win in soccer yesterday. We do like our 2-unit selection today between Crystal Palace and Leicester City at about 3 o'clock. That I think we're going to pick up a decent soccer winner there. Yesterday we had West Brom plus the half over Aston Villa, and they were able to get it done. Let me check something real fast here. Yeah, I just wanted to check on the score, but it was 2-2. I wasn't sure if it was if they had won outright or whatnot, but 2-2. So since we had the plus half, obviously we were able to pick up the win there. So all right, let's get to your free play winner today. That's our promos for the day. Your free play winner today is I like the Hawks and Pistons over the posted total here. You can find that around 2.7. You can actually find it around 216.5. That's actually the consensus right now. So we're going to go with over 216.5 here. The thing here is it's odd to see the Hawks as such a small underdog here. So let me explain the line first, why it's so low to begin with. The Hawks beat Miami and Milwaukee, of course, in their last 2 games. And, of course, we had the under yesterday. And now they get to play Detroit. And here's the thing. It's a sandwich game, right? You just faced the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis and Middleton and those fellas. And then your next game is against Philadelphia, and sandwiched in is the lowly Pistons. But are the Pistons truly lowly? Yes, overall record. But if you're looking at ATS and you're looking at metrics and models, it's never based on the straight-up record. The straight-up record is irrelevant for statisticians usually. And if you're really looking for value, then you like teams that are ugly, meaning ugly duckling teams. That's where the real value is. There's no massive value in, let's say, a team that's 40-10, unless they're coming off a big loss or a couple big losses. Recently, we took a couple of 1 or 2 favorites coming off several losses in a row. We'll talk to you about the Lakers in Orlando. But really the value is in teams that have overall records that are poor but are playing really well. So and that's kind of where the Pistons kind of fit in today. I want you to know that Atlanta's covered their last 7 of 10 games, and since Nate McMillan has come on board, this team is just kicking tail. The last 2 times these 2 teams met, the total was 223 and 220, and now the total is even lower at 216.5. But I think this one will go over here. Remember, you have a Detroit team that's not playing bad right now. They lost to Indiana by 6 on the road. They did beat Cleveland. They hung in there against Dallas for the most part. They beat Oklahoma City and nearly beat the Clippers when they lost by 2 at home on that Reggie Jackson buzzer beater. And the last 6 of 7 have gone under for the Pistons. We understand that. But I think if Detroit can be an active dog, because for Detroit, this is like their Super Bowl of sorts as they face Atlanta. And for Atlanta, it's a sandwich game. They honestly could care less. And yes, there's no Trae Young, but Trae Young has been out for a while now. And I think Detroit will step up today. They'll have a great offensive effort today. They'll be a good active dog. And I think the Hawks eventually will have to play catch up. I think the Hawks will be down in this game, and maybe around even halftime. And then they'll start making that push. And then you start seeing Herter and Bogdanovich and those guys start launching threes. And they'll come back and they'll eventually, the active dog, the IC theory is the active dog over. And the game goes over the posted total. So that's what we have for you today there. As far as the Lakers and Orlando are concerned, lean on the Lakers here. No Schroeder, LeBron, or Davis here, but the Lakers beat this team by 3 back on March 28th, about a month ago, on a total of 208, and the game still went under. Final was 96-93. It was one of those old school NBA basketball games, which was nice to see. Kind of reminds me of the Detroit Pistons of the old with Rip Hamilton and Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace and Chauncey Billups and those guys and Tayshaun Prince. But think of here's the thing. The last 3 or 4 between these two teams have gone under, but the Lakers have lost 3 straight now, giving up a huge lead to Dallas, which they never should have. It was actually a premium selection. I wish Orlando was not coming off a huge loss against New Orleans and Indiana, but the Magic have lost their 5 straight covers. The Lakers have now lost 3 in a row. They really need this game just as a mojo back. Even without their starters, I think their motivation will be there for them to be focused and probably get the win here. So lean on the Lakers here. Finally, like the over between Oklahoma City and Philadelphia today, Oklahoma City covered against Indiana and Washington and got hammered by Washington the second time. The team is basically a G League team at this point, which we've been reporting for some time. But they have put up at least 104 points in the last 6 games. Philly will be without Embiid and Simmons again. They just got beat 94-132 against Milwaukee. And they shot 7 for 31 from three-point land and less than 30%, around 23% actually. So does Philly bounce back? Which way does Philly bounce back? That's the question. Do they bounce back big time on the offensive end and blow out this team? Or do they really lock down on defense, coming off a couple losses and focus after giving up 130 points? I think if it's a team that's above 500, they lock down on defense. But I think if it's a team that's sub 500, they're going to look to try to blow them out. And I think that's what likely happens here. I think this team was... it's like that Hawks versus the Bucks game. I thought... the way that this team is going to bounce back is to play great on the defensive side, and they did. But I think Philly's different here. Remember, a lot of these guys are substitutes that are playing for Embiid and Simmons, and they don't get a lot of minutes. If there's an opportunity to pad their stats against Oklahoma City, even though it's a G League team, it doesn't matter. It's still an NBA team, and it just goes on your overall stat record for life. I think Philly's going to come out of here and try to shoot much better in this game and try to blow this team out. And I think Oklahoma City will cover somewhat, and their offense has actually been pretty decent lately. Their defense is what's not been great, but their offense has been good. These are all professional NBA players for a reason, so wouldn't be surprised if it goes over. So there you go. Of course, our best selections are over at DocSports.com. Our premium selections are over there, so be sure to hop on over there to get our premium selections. And it has been a pleasure. We really enjoy working hard for you every single day. It's been a pleasure doing this video for you. See you back here tomorrow. Indian Cowboy, working hard for you every single day. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to like and especially subscribe.